Guys, now please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, I'm audible, guys. Now please confirm to me. Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Now please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, I'm audible. Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Now please confirm to me. Am I audible? Guys, now please check it. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Right. Good morning, guys. So I don't know what is the reason why the moment when I started this batch, continuous running is going on in outside. Huh? Right. So now in the last class, just have given some details about the Java and its division inside the Java programming language. That is, how many parts are available inside the Java programming language. These things we understood there in the last class. Okay. Now, right. Now, just give a minute of time. I'll share the link for it. Right. And right, all of you take this link, or else just let me check once here. This link is working or not. 1 minute. So what I'm telling there, just I'm going to share this link with you. Just open the browser where just you can paste that link now. There we are able to get, yeah, now the directly we are able to get the document. You can access this document directly. Where core Java 7 AM, yeah, document is available. If you open the document, that current today onwards, whatever the notes here we are having there, that notes we are able to get directly. Okay, right, sir. Now let me close it. Yeah, all of you take this content, take this link. Tiny https colon slashes tinyurl.com core java 7 am. Take this link https colon slashes tinyurl.com core java 7 am. Okay. So from today onwards, regular daily notes, classroom notes, you can see through this link only, through this document only. Okay, right. Now, before going to start this content here, in the last class, I given some information, and moreover, today you are having the total core Java syllabus, core Java content here. We are getting there, right? And before that, one more point here I'm telling there. So this link is for the sake of my classroom notes only. Classes recordings, videos are maintained by our admin people. They will share that recordings to you. Understand it clearly. Okay. So, but this classroom notes only I'm sharing that, but the recordings and everything will be taken care by our admin people. They will share that videos recordings you. Just you can contact with them. Okay. All right, sir. Now, so let's move on to the content here. You know already you're having already the core Java content, core Java syllabus already you're having there. Just one time I want to get that content also. Just I want to give some clarity on it. Right. Before moving on to the concepts now, yesterday we had some discussion here. Now tell me what we understood in the last class there. At least some idea now tell me. In the last class, what content here we understand there now tell me. Java was provided by Sun Microsystems in three parts. What are the three parts there? J2SE, J2EE, J2ME. J2SE stands for Java 2 Standard Edition. J2EE stands for Java 2 Enterprise Edition. J2ME stands for Java 2 Micro Edition. Alright, good. J2SE is able to provide what? Fundamentals of the Java. J2EE will provide what? Server side programming. J2ME will provide what? Micro programming. By using fundamentals of the Java, what type of applications we are able to prepare? Standalone application. By using server side programming, what type of applications we are able to prepare? Enterprise applications or distributed applications. By using micro programming, what type of applications we are able to prepare? Mobile based applications. What is standalone application? Application without client server architecture. What is distributed application? Application with client server architecture. What is mobile based application? Application on the top of the mobile hardware architecture. How many applications are standalone applications? 5%. How many applications are enterprise applications? 95%. How many applications are mobile based applications? All 100% of the applications are what there? Mobile based applications. Right, sir. So mobile application development had very good demand in outside, but JTME is not having any demand in outside due to the number of alternatives for mobile application development. Leave it. Then after that, if you understand the core Java, that is J2SE part, the total syllabus you are given there. Of course, you are having some brochures, right? Core Java brochures you are having there. So then there also we can see the total content here, almost all up to Java 22nd version. Here we are going to understand the content here, right from introduction part onwards. Okay, right, sir. Now let's move on to the next one here, introduction. If you take no, right, sir. Then before that, one more small point here I'm asking there. Some people are still sending messages to me. What exactly the plan of action about our courses, how we are going to complete these courses, I think yesterday I given some discussion over this content. I think you're missing that part. At the end of the session, I discussed something about it yesterday. 2 minutes of time, I'm going to give clarity on it. Then after that, I will go for the content, Now see this chart here, what I've given here. For Java, I'm going to take two slots. What are the two slots now? 7 to 8:30, 8:30 to 10. Now I'm taking the class for what there? 7 to 8:30. Understand it now? Definitely for core Java or maybe for what? I'm going to utilize these two slots. Just simply what I'm requesting there, try to assign these timing for me for Java related. In full stack Java, 7 courses are available for me. Then all 7 courses here, I'm going to discuss within these two slots only. 7 to 8:30 and 8:30 to 10. Recognize this clearly. And one more point I'm telling there. My plan is what there. 7 to 8:30, I'm going to take the classes, no, up to some parts here. Object orientation onwards, I'm going to take your classes at 8:30. Understand it clearly. In place of 7:30, in place of 7 o'clock, in the future I will start advanced Java. Then already given that clarity. When core Java is in the middle, advanced Java will start. When advanced Java is in the middle, in another slot, framework, Spring framework I will start there. After that, Hibernate, Spring Boot, web services, microservices. Then two courses parallelly here I'm going to start. But up to few days of time, we have to attend for only one slot here. Then after that, I'm planning for what there second slot now. Understand it clearly? All of you, those who are attending this session, 7 to 10 is the timing for me that you have to assign. So I can play with these two timings now. Next one is what there remaining courses are available non-Java. Oracle, Basic UI, Angular or React, Linux, AWS, DevOps, testing tools. Remaining courses are available. That remaining courses you can attend in the remaining time after after 10 o'clock night up to like what there up to 9 o'clock. Classes are going to be happen at Durgasoft. At any other time we can attend for these classes directly. Clear, right? Sir? Then after this, after completion of this content here, okay, fine. Now let's coming to the content here. Right. Introduction part here I'm going to take no introduction. Right. Inside this introduction topic, what exactly the content is available, what we are getting there inside the introduction part here. First one is Java history. And the second one is what there differences between Java and others. Here others are nothing but what there C and C++. Differences between Java and other programming languages. Majorly I am taking what there C and C++. After this Java features. The next part is what there Java features. After the Java features, the next one is what there Java naming conventions. Java naming conventions. Then after this the fifth one is what there Java programming format. Java programming format. Up to this part is a theoretical content only. The total introduction part is what there theoretical part only. After completion of this theoretical content get, then the next unit, the second unit is what there steps to prepare first Java application. From that point onwards, we are going to start programming effectively. Like what there? In the steps to prepare first Java application, I will show how to download Java software from internet, how to install it. After that, how to provide Java configurations in our system. Installation is not sufficient to use Java in our applications now. So we need to provide some configurations. What configurations we require? After that, installation of the editors, Java editors to write the program. After that, write Java program. After that, save Java file. After that, compile Java program. After that, execute the Java program. Like these many steps I am going to discuss there. But when it is a case now, after completion of this strong introduction part, then we are going to understand what their the respective first application development. But up to few days of time, we have to understand these many concepts. One more thing I am telling to you here, I am providing these concepts for the sake of the strong foundation. First three units, introduction part, steps to prepare first application, language fundamentals. First three units are preparing the concrete foundation for you. Once we are aware about this concrete foundation, any kind of technology we are going to learn easily by following the same approach. That's why initial class is a bit theory I'm going to discuss there. Once it is completed, then we'll start what their programming part effectively. Understand it now? Right, sir. Good. Now let's move on to the point here. The first one here I'm going to start there directly. Java history. Again, I'm telling to you, this is minimum responsibility for every Java developer to know what because of what reason the Java programming language was introduced. What are the root causes for introducing Java programming language to the market? Just at least basic information here we have to understand it clearly. After that, after completion of it, then we'll go forward there. The differences between Java and other programming languages, somewhat technical concepts I'm going to discuss. Okay, now let's understand it clearly. So directly, I'm asking one question to all of you guys. Now try to answer for my question now. Everybody, try to answer for it. On which year the first version of the Java was provided by Sun Microsystems? And which year the very first version of the Java was provided by Sun Microsystems? If you think about it, that year is what? 1996 January month, not 1995. Most of the people are saying that 1995. It's a misunderstanding only. But the first version, very first version of the Java was provided by Sun Microsystems in 1996 January 23rd. 1996 January 23rd. On that particular day, the first version of the Java was introduced by Sun Microsystems. So Sun Microsystems has provided the first version of the Java 1996 in the sense, before that 1996, Sun Microsystems has started to prepare new programming language, that is Java programming language. But on which year they have started to prepare this new programming language? From which year onwards they have started to prepare new programming language before 1996? If we take the point no, now I'm giving reason. Now try to understand it clearly. All of you observe carefully. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on and so on and so on. But please recognize this point here. Just in this statement I have given what is the root cause for introducing Java programming language. What is the requirement of Sun Microsystems to introduce Java programming language? In 1991, on which year no? In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on and so on and so on. This is exactly the requirement of the Sun Microsystems in 1991. As clear? All of you are getting clarity on this? By the time, on the same year 1991, Python was introduced. Python is older than Java, really speaking. Python is what there? Older than Java. On 1991, that programming language was introduced. Understand it, at the moment when it comes to the 1996, Python is already existed programming language. Python was already the existing programming language at the year 1996. By that year of 1996, the Sun Microsystems has introduced a Java programming language. I'll talk about the Python history separately. No need to worry for it. Python has two parts actually. Up to 2.x is one era, 3.x onwards another era. Now 3.x onwards it is going on. 2.x is like what the older one. It is not required for us. We will talk about it separately. But think about the Java. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on. All right. Observe carefully for the above requirement. Definitely, to implement this particular programming language, Sun Microsystems need some developers or not? Some programmers they required or not? Right. The point here, what I'm telling there, for the above requirement, Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 engineers. Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 engineers led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. Right? Understand it clearly? James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. Right, sir. Patrick Nathan. They are the two members. They are the lead for this 30 engineers team. They gather nearly 30 members as a team led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. And they started a project. They started a project with the name Green. They started a project with the name what there? Green, to prepare new programming language. Maybe. Of course, nobody will ask this question there, but the point here, what I am telling now, under which project the Java programming language was provided. The name of that project is what there? Green project. Who is the lead for the green project? No. Who are the leads for the green project? No. James Gosling and Patrick Norton. They are the two members are the lead for that green project. Under this green project, how many developers, how many programmers are worked there? How many programmers were worked there? 30 members. As a team, 30 members they have worked. Understand it clearly. Right. So this is a like basic setup to prepare that new programming language in 1991 at Sun Microsystems. All of you are following the points now? Right, sir. So somewhat interesting. This topic is somewhat interesting. I'm going to talk some points here, but no interview will ask all these questions. No, just knowledge point of view. I'm telling there. It's a minimum responsibility for us before going to start Java programming language. What's the background story of the Java programming language? This is minimum responsibility for us. That is the reason why on very first class I'm discussing about these concepts now. Clear to all of you? Know? All right, sir. It's okay, fine. See this. This is a setup. No. All right. Next one is what happened there. Before going to start preparing new programming language, first of all, they want to have a plan. What they want to implement in the new programming language. What exactly the features they want to see in their new programming language. First, they want to have some plan. Understand it clearly? So, in the new programming language, Sun Microsystems wants to implement the following three features. What three features that Sun Microsystems wants to provide there? The first one is what there, observe carefully. First one is a simple programming language. The new programming language should be what there? A simple programming language. The new programming language should be what there? Tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language. And the third one is what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral programming language. Again, what are the three features that the Sun Microsystems wants to see on their new programming language? Now tell me. First one is what there is simple. Second one is what there tight coded. And third one is what there architectural neutral programming language. Actually, these three features they want to provide. Why only these three features they want to implement? Why only these three features they want to implement? Right, understand the point here. In 1996, say for example, if we take 15 years back, 10 to 15 years back now, have you seen smartphones in outside there? No, no smartphones. Only the Nokia standard piece, 1500 rupees phone is there, right? Still they are available at present. They are the first mobile phones in India. Nokia company is the first company. They provided the standard pieces now, right? Only red color button, green color button. That's it. The keyboard. That's it. No internet, nothing. No. Understand it now? There also we might be when we call through mobile phone there, maybe how many attempts it may take to connect with other persons there now. Multiple times we have to call there. By the time that situation is like that. Okay, on that particular requirement, that smartphones era was started. Shamai Panda, smartphones era was started where the immediately the next smartphones were provided in India are what their Samsung phones are available. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? Samsung next. For Nokia standard pieces, no, then somewhat some kind of display, some kind of keypads, no, some like smartphones. Era was started with what there Samsung. Am I right or not? So that Samsung is also providing what services? No, limited services only. Even compared with at present our iPhone or maybe some OnePlus or maybe some other phones, no, by the time Samsung has provided what their limited services only. By the time that Samsung mobile is a advanced one when compared with Nokia standard piece. Am I right or not? Similarly, in 1991 already we have some programming languages. That programming languages situation is totally down. By comparing with that existing programming languages, Sun Microsystems wants to provide a new programming language with some advanced features. By the time that advanced features are what there, these are the advanced features. Of course, at present, if we compare with other programming languages, these are not advanced features. But in 1991, these features are what there advanced features in the relative comparison of the existing programming languages. Understand it clearly. So because of these three reasons only, the Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. In that new programming language, that Sun Microsystems wants to see these three features directly. Simple programming language, tight coded, and what next one here? Architectural neutral programming language. Yes, are you following or not? No response. Okay, clear? All of you are okay? Right. Then we should be active now, right? So if you are not active now, then what we are thinking about it there? I'm thinking about it might be people are sleeping there. Then I have some one bad habit actually. If anybody else is sleeping in front of me, automatically I'm getting sleeping. There's a problem. Then, assume it now. How is it going to be happen while sleeping teaching Java? No, not possible here, right? Because of that reason, be active. Frequently, I'm going to ask some questions there. At least you have to respond for my questions now. Now tell me, what basic features are available inside the Java programming language? What are the basic features inside the Java programming language? Simple programming language, tight-coded programming language, architectural neutral programming language. Good, sir. Good. I'm going to give one point here. Now, first of all, let's understand simple programming language. Fine. I'll ask one question to you. Now, try to answer for it now. For example, if I go to your parents, for example, if I have any chance, if I go to your parents, if I ask your parents, tell me something about your kid, your child. Tell me what your parents are going to give answer. One statement is very common from every parent. What the statement here? My child is innocent. You're too worst, I know that. Understand it here? But what your parents are giving there? No, my child is innocent. Actually, you are the gangster in Hyderabad now. But still, parents are saying that my child is innocent. In its own, he is not doing that, but because of some other person's influence only, he is doing this kind of wrong track on all these things. No? So they are there. Actually, childs are not innocent. Parents are innocent, to be frank. By listening this kind of words. No? Okay, whatever it may be. Point I'm telling you. Know. So if I asked your parents to tell me something about your child there, every parent they used to say, my child is innocent, but he don't know how to survive in outside market. Okay, good. After that, it's okay. Every parent is giving the same information. Similarly, if you go to every programming language provider, C language provider, C++ language provider, Java provider, Python provider, if you go there, if you ask them, tell me something about your programming language, every programming language provider will give the information is, my programming language is simple, like our parents. My programming language is what they're simple. Okay. Then after listening that common word from every language provider in outside, I came out. Then I'm thinking, really, which programming language is simple? But everybody they are saying that their programming language is simple. But which programming language is simple? Then what programming language I have to learn in the easiest manner? That I want to check. Then immediately I checked in outside. Any organization is providing certificate for any programming language like simple? Do you have any organization which is certifying a particular programming language is simple like that? Any such kind of organizations are available? No such type of organizations are available. Yes, sir. I'll forget my point or not. No such type of organizations are available. Okay, no certifications are also be provided for any programming language. This programming language is simple. Some other programming language is difficult. No, no such kind of things are available. Yes, sir, got it or not? So only the source for us is what there. For example, C language provider has given information. My C language is a simple, but how I can believe that? How I can trust it? How I can understand the? How I can understand the reasons why that C programming language is a simple? How I can get that information there? I have only one option. What is that option here? If they are saying that my programming language is simple, and I need to ask how your programming language is simple, they may give a set of reasons. That set of reasons I have to listen. The C language provider will give a set of reasons. That set of reasons here I have to listen. Similarly, if I go to the C++ language provider, if I ask them how your programming language is simple, there they may give other set of reasons. They may give what their other set of reasons that I have to listen, that I have to remember. Similarly, if I go to Java language provider, if I ask the question there, however Java is a simple, they may give some other set of reasons. That some other set of reasons I have to listen, I have to fix that concepts whenever we are going to talk about like what there, whenever we are going to talk about this particular content. Yes, sir, all of you get my point or not? So overall, the point is what there? How Java programming language is simple, how C is simple, how C++ is simple in the sense, what exactly the reasons that programming language providers are giving, what exactly the reasons that programming languages are providing, That reasons we have to listen. The same reasons here we have to talk whenever we have an opportunity. Yes, sir, got my point or not? If I go to your parent now, if I ask tell me something about your child there, your parents may says that my child is innocent. How your child is innocent? If I ask the same question now, your parents may give us some set of rules and regulations, set of points there about you. They are going to give some set of points now. Immediately, your parents are used to say, actually, my child is a kind-hearted. If any opposite person is having some troubles there, he will not keep quiet. Definitely, he wants to do some help for him. Like this, some reasons they are able to say. Some other parents are giving some other reasons. Some other parents are giving some other reason. Then, as a person has listened all the parents' information, if any third person came to me, he asked there how this ex person is innocent now, then what I have to give? What ex parents have given information that I have to deliver or not? Similarly, then some other person came to me, he asked to me why this Y person is innocent there. Already I listened. Why parents have given some information to me that I listened that I have to deliver or not. In the same way, how Java is a simple in the sense, Sun Microsystems has given some reasons. How C is a simple, C programming language provided has given some information to me. That information only here we have to remember, that information here we have to talk. But the reasons what language providers have given may be same, may not be same. Different reasons they are able to provide. Now we are going to understand Java programming language provided information. How Java is a simple programming language that Sun Microsystems might be given some information for us. That information here we have to understand. All right, what exactly the reasons why that programming language, new programming language simple? What exactly the reasons they want to include for making that programming language simple there? I'm going to give three reasons. What are the three reasons? No, the very first one is what there? Less execution time. What, sir? What is this? No, less execution time. Next one is less memory consumption. Less memory. And the third one is what there? Less power consumption. I'll talk about this point here. It's something like funny actually by seeing the name, no? But you may have one question, sir. What is the relation between programming language and power consumption there? No, but as it is the same information was provided by Sun Microsystem. That I will talk with you. There is a reason for it. Instead of saying that less power consumption, then I want to say less energy consumption. Right, sir. Now energy. Again, you may get this kind of question. Again, what is the relation between energy consumption and like what there? The programming language. No. I'll talk about this point. There is a proper reason for it. No. Clear? All of you are getting clarity? Now tell me how, okay, what exactly the factors that Sun Microsystems wants to include under the simple feature? What factors they want to include under the simple programming language feature? Right, three factors they have included. What are the three factors? No, less execution time, less memory, and less power consumption. Why only these three features they have included there? Again and again I'm telling there, this is a story is was happened at 1991. At 1991, already some other programming languages were existed. By seeing the drawbacks with that some other programming languages, Sun Microsystems wants to include these three features in their simple programming language. Understand it clearly. Existing programming languages may not take less execution time. Existing programming languages may not take less memory. Existing programming languages may not take what their less power consumption. Got it? What I'm telling there. They may not take what there less execution time, less memory, and less power consumption. You know, because of that reason, that Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language with a feature simple programming language. Under that simple programming language, they want to provide three features again. What are the three features there? Less execution time, less memory, and less power consumption. Clear? All of you are following now? All of you are getting clarity on this point now? Can I move forward? All right, sir. Then what is the impact of this less execution time now? What is the impact of this less execution time now? Simple example I'm telling you, observe carefully. For example, so one fine day I was free, then I didn't have any work there. Just I'm watching TV, a football match in the TV. That match is going on in between Brazil and Argentina. Okay, match, both the teams are very good, but match is going on with boring. No goals. Even the last 5 minutes of time is remaining there. That still the score is 0-0. No goals. That's the problem. The match is going on, is running boring, completely boring. Good. All of a sudden I got a call from my friend. Casually he asked me, then what you are doing now? Then I replied to him, just I'm watching a football match. Immediately, he has given information to me. Are a fool, why you are watching that football match at present? No? In other channel, in a Star Sports 2 channel, there is a cricket match between India and Pakistan. The match is going on very tightly, where Pakistan were batted already 320 runs already they got score on scoreboard. Indians were started already batting. And already almost all 49 overs are completed. Remaining only one over is remaining there. In that over, already Indians were taken 300 runs already on scoreboard. Then 21 runs are remaining in the last over. At one side, Chris Dhoni is batting. At other side, Chris Ishan Sharma is batting. Dhoni is on Chris. Yeah, this is a match now. The match is tightly is going on there, but everybody is looking for Dhoni performance, extraordinary performance there. Even myself also, I'm watching that cricket match. Now I'm talking with you. Basically, I'm not interested for cricket, but as per my friend information, as per my friend says no, just I'm getting some kind of interest over that cricket match. At least I want to watch that last over of the match. Immediately, I've taken my remote controller. There, I clicked on 7-2 number on remote controller for Star Sports 2 channel, where cricket match is going on. My intention is what there, at least that last over. We're not required to watch the total match here, 50 hours match. Last over is okay. Everything we can understand it clearly. I want to have that fun. Then I've taken that remote controller where I typed 7-2 is a number for Star Sports 2. I clicked on it. Then what happened there? The moment when I clicked on that Star Sports 2 channel on my remote controller, it was not changed immediately the channel. It has not changed the channel immediately. After some time, the channel was changed. After some time, the channel was changed. Okay, after changing the channel to Star Sports 2, eagerly I'm waiting for the at least last few balls of the cricket match. But unfortunately, what I identified in the cricket match there, that cricket match was completed where man of the match presentation is going on. Dhoni hit 4 or 5 sixes continuously, then finally India won the match. Dhoni is taking the man of the match. Man of the match presentation I've seen. Now tell me, then I was disappointed actually. Right time I've taken my remote controller. Right time I clicked on that 7-2 channel number. But on right time I didn't get the channel there immediately. And it has taken some time. Understand it, Keno? So automatically I'm getting some disappointment. Now tell me what is the reason for my disappointment actually? Okay, now tell me where is the problem? Where is the problem there? Is it getting late intimation from my friend about this cricket match? No. Is a problem with me watching that football match? No. Then where is the problem here? The moment when I type 7-2 number on my remote controller, it has to execute some functionality internally to change the channel from ESPN to Star Sports 2. It has to change the channel from ESPN to Star Sports 2 actually. So where understand it clearly, where that internal program of the remote controller is taking lot of time, because of that lot of time, because of that more execution time only, that the actual functionality is performed with a delay. Because of the delay, my required services I am not getting. Because of the delay, I didn't have my required services. Understand the point clearly? What I'm telling there. So here, program execution time is more. When program execution time is more, automatically remote controller performance is less or not? Come on. By typing that 7 and 2 on my remote controller, if we take 5 minutes of time to change the channel in the sense, is it possible for me to take again this remote controller again and again? No? Definitely. Its performance is totally down. Once it is down performance there, demand will be reduced for this product. In outside market, if demand is reduced, no customer is identified to take this particular product. Understand it clearly now? So because of that reason, what Sun Microsystems has done there, they want to prepare a new programming language. That programming language should be a simple programming language, and that programming language should take less execution time now. If it is in less execution time, more performance will come. When more performance is available, automatically demand will be increased for the respective product. Automatically business will be more for the respective product. This is a simple point here, what I am telling you now. Yes, sir. I'll get my point or not. So the impact of this less execution time is what there? More performance to the end product. More performance to what there? End product. Okay, fine. Leave it. I think you understood that reason number one, less execution time. It yields more performance for the end product. Can I go for next one? Next point here? Right, sir. Good. Listen carefully. Less memory. Or the next ones are lesser memory. Say for example, observe carefully. I want to take a new computer, new laptop I want to take. You know, already I'm writing some Java programs. I need to execute some Java programs, and I need to take the classes up to web services right from core Java. Up to core Java is okay. Nominal configurations, no problem in my system here. But when I go for advanced level projects, definitely there are, at one side I have to maintain Oracle database, at other side I have to maintain IntelliJ IDE or Eclipse IDE, at other side I have to maintain some other tools, real-time tools, servers I have to maintain. So somewhat heavyweightness will come there over my work. Okay, by thinking about all these things, I want to take a computer. When I go to the computer shop, when asked to the shop representative, then give a quotation for my new computer, for my new laptop. Then immediately has taken a quotation paper, he has given some information there, he has explained that quotation information to me. Where what I identified in that quotation paper, mainly I'm thinking more about the RAM memory, RAM. In general, you are also be thinking about what the RAM, that the performance of the device is depending on two things. One is what their memory, and second one is what their processor. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? On the base of these two only, that performance is dependent now. But in the case of me, processor may be anything. I don't mind for it. Now I think at present i5 processor is going on. Intel i5 is going on. Maybe i7 is also available there, but rarely it's available. i3 is almost all gone, but still people are using that i3. Okay, processor is not at all concern for me, but memory is a concern for me. So by default with that laptop, I got 8 GB RAM. 8 GB RAM is the default memory allocation what they are given for my new laptop. Okay. Then the cost of the computer with 8 GB RAM is what there 50,000 is a Lenovo piece, for example. Is a Lenovo piece 8 GB RAM. It's a 50,000 is the cost for that Lenovo piece. Then I thought of it, 8 GB RAM is okay, sufficient, but maybe when I'm doing projects with frameworks or maybe advanced level concepts now, then maybe 6 or 7 GB RAM I have to use out of 8 GB RAM. It may be burdenful thing for my system. It may slow down 1 minute. Guys, no, just give a minute of time. I'm changing the batteries. Just give a minute of time. All right, sir. Now, what is the point here I'm telling there? All right, sir. Then 8 GB RAM, they are given the quotation, but I thought of it for the sake of my teaching. No, 8 GB RAM may not be sufficient, but for you, 8 GB RAM is more than sufficient. For our practice, 8 GB RAM is more than sufficient, but for my teaching, 8 GB RAM may not be sufficient as I'm going to work with the different projects now. Then immediately I requested to the computer shop representative, can you make this 8 GB RAM to 16 GB RAM? Can you make this 8 GB RAM to 16 GB RAM? That's the question here I've asked there. Why not? So then I will make it is 8 GB RAM to 16 GB RAM. Then he changed that 16 GB RAM. Then immediately changed the cost of the computer also. Previously the cost of the computer is what there 50,000. But because of memory increase there, memory increment, they changed the cost of the computer is from 50,000 to 55,000. And my point here 50,000 to 55,000, 50,000 to 55,000. So what's the meaning of it now? What's going on here? What's the meaning of it now? What you are thinking about it here? Answer is very clear. Observe carefully. When memory components are increased, automatically cost of the end product is increased. When memory is increased, cost of the end product will be increased. Because of this reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should take less memory. It has to take what memory? Less memory. Right. If it is less memory, automatically less cost for the end product. If it is in less memory, automatically less cost for the end product. Clear? All of you are following the points clearly? That's it. Now tell me, all of you know, three features that Sun Microsystems wants to implement in their new programming language. What are the three features now? Tell me. Simple programming language, tight coded, architectural, neutral. How the new programming language is simple? What definitions they are given there? What exactly the factors they are given? First one is what there? Less execution time. Second one is what there? Less memory. Third one is what there? Less power consumption. For the less execution time, what is the impact of this less execution time? More performance for the end product. Then what is the advantage of the less memory, less cost for the end product? Is that point is clear or not? Right, sir. Now let's move on to the points here. Right. If we take every electronic device contains two parts internally. Every electronic device contains two parts internally. One is a software and other one is a hardware. Am I right? Every electronic device contains two parts internally mainly. What are the two parts? No. First one is what there? Software, and the second one is what there? Hardware. Right, sir. One is a software and the second one is what there? Hardware. Listen carefully. You're also be one electronic device. Then human being is also be one electronic device. Internally we are having software and hardware. Well, I'm telling you. Example I'm telling no. For example, by 8:30 I'm going to finish your class. By 8:30 definitely I'm going to finish your class. Assume it now the time is 8:30. I'm giving you my general last statement. Okay, I want to complete today. I want to finish it and tomorrow we will see the remaining part. I'll give this statement. If I give this statement immediately, what is your next move? What is your next move? What is your next step? Tell me here. If I say then today I completed session, tomorrow we will meet, then what is your next step? Still you want to sit inside the classroom, no? Just you have to stand up, then we have to go outside of the class or not. You have to take a moment to go outside of the class or not. Understand it? That's your next step now. Okay. So you are performing the action. What is that action? Just standing from the chair. That means getting out from the chair and going outside of the respective class. Going outside of the class. This is our next step. Am I right or not? But how we are doing this work? How we are performing this work? How we are performing this work? What happened internally? Listen carefully. When I say the statement, today I completed my session, tomorrow we want to continue the remaining part, today we will meet. If I say the information, your mind or brain has received that information from me. When brain has received that information, immediately brain has given some information to the hands and legs and all the remaining parts of the body. Yes, shall now your turn is completed. Just get up and go outside of the class. Take a moment on hands and what their legs. Then go outside of the class. That means who has given that information to hands and legs? No, brain has given that information. Then immediately legs and hands are taking movement and you have performed the physical activity like what there? Go outside of the class. Going outside of the class is a physical activity that we performed with what there? Legs and hands. No. Yes, sir, got it or not? So here, your brain is a software. Your brain is a software. Your hands and legs are what there? Hardware. So in every electronic device, two parts are available: software and hardware. For example, here red color button is available. If I click on this red color button, what will happen? What activity will be performed here? If I click on red color button, then this shut down the projector. That means projector will off. Am I right or not? Projector will off. In the same way, TV set, remote no. Red color button if you type there, automatically the TV is going to be switched off or not. So here switching off is what there? An activity. What is that activity? Switching off. Switching off is what there? Is an activity. How do we perform this activity? By clicking on what there? Red color button. But what happened internally? When I click on red color button, internally software will understand the user need. Software will understand the user requirement. Okay, user wants to switch off the TV. Okay, it will listen that. Then immediately it will pass that message to the hardware component. That hardware component will switch off the TV physically. Yes, sir, got or not? So now tell me, in every electronic device, there should be some communication between software and hardware or not? There should be some communication between software and hardware or not. Listen carefully. Some interaction is required between software and hardware. Software must interact with the hardware to perform the physical activity. When the physical activity is completed, then the hardware components will give a message to the software, yes, I have done my work there directly. Then immediately software will satisfy that particular requirement. So if the interaction between software and hardware components is more, come again, if the interaction between software and hardware is more, automatically energy consumption is also be more. To perform this activity, energy is required or not, there also be energy consumption is going to be more. If the interaction between software and hardware is lesser, if the interaction between software and hardware is lesser, automatically less energy consumption is going to be happen. For the remote controllers, how energy is supplied? For the remote controllers, how energy is going to be supplied? Through the battery. Am I right or not? Through what that energy is going to be supplied? You know, through the battery only that energy is going to be supplied. Am I right or not? Inside the remote controllers, we are going to have what their battery. That battery will supply that what their energy. Understand it clearly. That energy is in the form of like what their power. I am telling there. Energy is nothing but what their power. Understand it clearly. For example, in my remote controller, that interaction between software and hardware is more. Battery consumption is also be more. When battery consumption is more, automatically maintenance cost of the end product will be increased or not. Previously, for every 6 months of time, I used to change the batteries where the cost of the battery is 100 rupees. But because of more energy consumption, automatically more battery drain up is going on. When batteries drain up more, automatically its lifetime will be reduced. Previously 6 months of time, but because of this more drain up of the battery, for every 3 months of time I have to change the battery. Previously the maintenance cost of this product is what there 100 rupees for every 6 months of time. Because of this more battery drain up, because of more interaction between software and hardware components, no, for every 3 months of time the maintenance cost is what there 100 rupees. Can automatically maintenance cost is increased or not? Maintenance cost is double or not? No response, guys. Now, because of that reason, what's the point here? Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language should be what there? Simple. Under the simple, that new programming language should take what there? Less energy consumption, less power consumption. Within less interaction, all the physical activities here we want to perform. So, then what is the impact of this less energy, less power here? No, automatically less maintenance cost for the end product, lesser maintenance cost for what their end product, that we are going to understand clearly. That's a lesser maintenance cost for what their end product. So these are overall the three factors that Sun Microsystems wants to include in their programming language, like what their simple programming language. I hope so. You understood clearly the points now. Clear? All of you are okay now? Good. Let's move on to the next point here. Tight coded programming language. What is the meaning of this tight coded programming language? Right, sir. Now, I'll ask one question to you about your academics. Can I ask now? Can I ask now about your academics? Don't think about it. I'm going to ask too many number of questions on your academics. Okay. Do you aware about the concept like a stack, general awareness, stack? No? Stack, data structures a subject. Data structures. In the data structures, one of the data structure is what there? Stack. Are you aware about it? Sorry, if I studied the stack at my college, why I'm coming to this today's class now? No, if I have knowledge on these subjects, no, what is the requirement for me to take the classes at Durgasoft? Automatically, I may be selected for campus recruitments there in my college. No, no need to come for your classes if you know that. Is that the response from your side? No. Everybody has to aware about the stack. Data structures is one of the important subject. Definitely, it's a subject. Part of the academics itself, we have to complete it. Okay. But anyway, then in outside maybe some data structures and analysis and algorithms are available. It's okay, fine. Leave this one. That concepts are going to be happen. But anyway, my point is what there. Stack is one of the subject. No, stack is one of the data structure. Where in the stack, no, number of operations are going on. Are you aware about the operations? In a stack, number of operations are available. What are the operations inside the stack? First one is what there? push. Stack is not another one, sir. Just it is a carry bag. Stack is what there? A carry bag. First item we are keeping there. When we keep the first item, it is at bottom or not? On the top of the first item, second item. On the top of second item, third item. On the top of third, fourth item. Now tell me, what is the latest one? What is the item which is first to retrieve from the bag? No, the last one. Last inserted one is the first one to retrieve. So that's why the algorithm is what the last in first out. Last in first out. Okay, fine. Now tell me, stack is a bag, carry bag. We are keeping an item inside the stack or not? Inside the carry bag or not? That is called push operation. Push an item into the stack. Push operation there. No? Understand it clearly. Next one is after that. I want to get that item there. The last item is the first one to retrieve. Last item is the first one to retrieve. I want to read it. So read and remove. Read and remove. Take an item outside. Take an item from stack to outside. That operation is nothing but what there? Pop operation. Push is for insertion. Pop is what there? Read and remove. Read and remove. That is what there? Pop operation. One more operation is available. That is what there? Peek operation. Peek, peek operation. What is the meaning of this peek? No, just I want to know what is the top of the element. Just I want to know what is the top of the element, but I don't want to do any operation. Just I want to know what is the top of the element. To know the top of the element, we are going to use the operation like what there? Peek operation here we are going to do. Is clear? All of you are getting clarity, no? Three operations in a stack: push, pop, and peek. Good. For our clarity purpose, I am telling to you. Listen carefully. In a C programming language, if you want to perform stack operations, in a C programming language, if you want to perform stack operations, three operations here we are going to perform that. The first one is what there? Push. And the second one is like what there? Pop. And the third one is what there? Peek. In which programming language I am taking now? C programming language. In the C programming language, to perform push operation, I may take an around 20 lines of code. I may take nearly 20 lines of code and an average I am telling there to perform push operation. Similarly, to perform pop operation, again 20 lines of code there we are going to take. Again to perform peak operation, again how many lines of code we are going to take? No, 20 lines of code. Now tell me overall to perform all the stack operations, how many lines of code here we have to take? No, on an average overall 60 lines of code here we are going to take. On an average overall 60 lines of code here we are going to take. Am I right or not? Okay, sir, good. In Java, if we take the same stack operations in Java, same stack operations in Java, if we take now, stack S is equal to new stack S dot push off AAA. Finish, my push operation is completed. S dot pop, finish, my pop operation is completed. S dot peak, finish, my peak operation is completed. Tell me, sir, overall, how many instructions are available here? How many instructions are available to perform the stack operations? No, 4 lines of code is available. In C and C++, how many lines of code? 60 lines of code. But in the case of Java, how many lines of code there? 4 lines of code. So I'm telling there, Java is a tight coded programming language. C and C++ are what they are? Loose coded programming languages. C is a loose coded, but Java is what they are? Tight coded. Still, what is the definition for tight coded and loose coded? Now, observe carefully. If any programming language, if any programming language takes if any programming language take more instructions to implement particular a particular requirement, then that programming language and the respective programming language, then that programming language is called loose coded programming language. And that programming language is called as what there? Loose coded programming language. Tell me guys, what is the meaning of this loose coded programming language? No, if any programming language takes more instructions to implement a particular requirement, then that particular language is what there? Loose coded programming language. Similarly, I need to talk about what their tight coded programming language. If any programming language takes less instructions to implement a particular requirement, then that particular programming language is what their tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language. That's it. No, this is the meaning of like what they loose coded programming language, tight coded programming language. Two examples just now I given there. What are the two examples I given there? One is what there push. Sorry, one is what there like what there. 1 minute. No, what's the point here? I'm telling there. Two examples here I've taken. One is what there C. Inside the C, how many lines of code? 60. Now C is what there loose coded or tight coded? Loose coded programming language. In the case of Java, we are performing like what the stack operations. But how many lines of code here we have taken? 4 lines of code here we have taken. Now tell me, Java is what their tight coded programming language. That's it. Now in that way, the Sun Microsystems has provided what their tight coded programming language. So less number of finish sections and achieving more implementation. Lesser number of finish sections, but implementing more implementation. This is what their tight coded, not loose coded. I said, all if you're getting clarity on this point now. So this is exactly the difference between the meaning of like what they're loose coded and what next one here now tight coded programming languages. Clear. All right, sir. The next one is like what there. Another point is what there architectural neutral programming languages. Architectural architectural neutral programming languages. That's it. Do one thing. Can I discuss this topic on tomorrow? Why? Because I need to take some examples. Through that examples, I'll explain there. But a few more members has to come there because of rain. People are not attending now. Can I discuss this topic on tomorrow? Just 5 to 10 minutes before I'm leaving now today. Okay, don't worry. I'll continue this part on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll finish the Java complete Java history. After that, tomorrow I will start the differences between Java and others topic. Without delay, definitely we are going to start the content now. Okay. Right, sir. That's all for today. I'll meet you on tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Yes, guys, I think some of you are asking to me regarding this admission process. Okay? Just I'm not responsible person for it. But anyway, then if you want to talk with, if you want to go for that admission process, okay, just you can talk with your admin people through these lines now. Through these numbers, you can talk with your admin people there. Yeah, yeah. Then better to talk with them, admin people. Then I'm not responsible for it. Those who are attending in online. Directly we can call them, then they're going to give clarity on it, the total process of this admission. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys, thanks a lot. Yeah, for the registered members directly you can ask there to share the recorded videos. Definitely our admin people will share the recorded videos to you, know, not to worry for it. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys, thanks a lot.